So how'd your summer go after workouts this spring?
I focused a lot on my technique and honing in on the little things. Focused on losing some weight, putting the right weight on. Um, so that spring went, or summer went pretty well.
Now, there was a lot of expectations when you signed and came in early. Everyone basically thought that there's no question you'd step in and start right away. The depth chart came out and you were number two. I mean, is that motivation or did you kind of expect that and the expectations were just out of whack?
I mean, I want to help my team out in the best way possible. That's what the coaches thought, and I mean, I didn't have a very good spring. I was the first one to admit that after the spring game was over. But like I said, I thought I focused on the things that needed worked on over summer. I'm gonna try to help this team out the best way possible.
So, did you think your technique is probably the biggest thing that you've grown in the off season?
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
Now, there's a lot of talk about the D line kind of being a weakness of this team. Obviously, you went up from them in practice. How have they looked to you?
Oh, they're strong, man. I mean, it's hard. They're hard to move, and they're athletic. They move well. So I wouldn't say they're weak in any sort of sense.
How do you think the freshmen have been doing over there? They like to talk a lot, especially Drake. How have they adjusted, and how has Landon? I know he just got on campus, but how have you interacted with those guys?
I've interacted with Drake quite a bit since he's been here since January, but he's just got here recently, obviously. So I haven't got to spend a lot of time with him. He's in the dorms. I'm off campus, so I'm gonna try to spend some more time with him. He's a funny guy. He's fun to hang around, but as is Drake. But I haven't got to hang out with him a whole lot. So
What about John Todd over here? Is he kind of the leader of the offense, you think, and specifically the offensive line?
for sure, that's somebody I went to as soon as I got here and let him know that I want to help his team out in the best way possible. And I've heard about John and everything, but he's the type of guy that you want to model yourself after and the kind of guy you want to be around because they always say attitudes are contagious. Is yours worth catching? And John's is.
What kind of goals do you have for your first season?
Um, I want to be able to. I want to be able to play, but if redshirt happens, then I'm more than content in sitting out a year and developing my body, developing everything into being able to play next year. But if I do get the chance to play this year, I just want to come out, work as hard as I can, and hopefully get playing time.
Do you feel that maybe the expectations are a little bit too high, considering you're only a freshman?
I really don't listen to all that. They can have expectations, but I sort of just, keep myself separated from those so that I know that whenever I come out here, I'm doing the complete best I can, and my coaches know that too. So when I come out here and do the best that I can, I know that's literally the best that I can do, and I don't want to, read those things or listen to those things and try to get a big head or anything. I want to stay as humble and grounded as I can so that, I can come out here and do my thing.
Is it a little extra meaning, do you think, for a guy who's from Lexington, grew up here?
I think it is a little extra meaning, and we have plenty of Kentucky boys here, especially the three from the 2016 class that I was closest with, and that's Drake and Cash. And that does mean a little extra playing for your hometown. You're a lot more proud wearing this Kentucky across your chest, and that's a big thing for me. Is that I really just, I've lived here all my life, and that's something I got to represent.
Remember the first game you came to?
My first game was my freshman year. I do not believe I remember who we were playing, but I do remember every single game that I was here.
And the fact that you're from Lexington, like in the spring, you couldn't participate, but you were around a lot.
Yes,
Do you
sir.
feel like that living here and being able to be around the firm, has that helped you in any way, even though you didn't get to participate on the field?
I think it definitely has because it's mental reps more than anything. I knew as soon as I'd get up here, they'd help us all change our bodies. And we'd have the physical aspect after we got out of the summer, got out of our weightlifting regimen and into more of season. But more like it was out here and I was already being able to learn the playbook, already being able to, get taught by the guys and get tips from the guys and all that stuff. And that was really, really helpful. It was more mental reps than actually coming out here and doing it.
What has